simplify your life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you are here, and I'm going to talk to you about simplifying your life, why it'll benefit you, and how you can achieve it. I live a pretty simple life. I'm here tonight, today, this morning, whenever it is. I'm here in the spaceship. That is what I call my Airstream. My Airstream is a 20-foot Caravelle with a bedroom, shower, kitchen, convection oven, 11 windows. It is a simple living pod, and that's why I love it. How did I get to this simple life? Well, I began to search for things like minimalism. I began to consider different ways of how I could get rid of things. I began to make my life where it was only about a few things. In fact, just 4 things. And I decided to start whittling down over time those things. And now, here in 2023, I have eliminated almost all of the excess. While I'm not a super minimalist, I am more minimalist than I've ever been. I focus on the key things in life, business, and just the things that matter. And so I want to give you some tips, some hits, and some tricks of things that you can do that will help you simplify your life. So number 1, simplifying where you live. One of the first things I did when I was 21 years old was I bought a house that was almost 4,000 square feet, 2-car garage, unfinished basement, and a swimming pool. I thought this was the answer. I was right. And I was wrong. I was right in the sense of it could be right for you to do that. You might be trying to flip a house. You might have kids, a family, a wife, a spouse, and that might be the right fit for you. But for me, I should have started small and grown big instead of going bigger and then thinking I would go from there. But at that time in my life, I thought it was the right thing to do. So I decided to downsize. I decided to minimize. I decided to decrease. And so I went from there to a 1-bedroom apartment. So that forced me to minimize. However, moving to a smaller physical space wasn't necessarily enough to minimize my life to the point where I could have a simple living setup. It would be years before I developed the proper concepts to minimize. But the next thing that helped me was motorcycles. I did long distance motorcycle travel. In fact, I rode a motorcycle from Atlanta, Georgia to Fairbanks, Alaska. Now, if you've ever traveled on a motorcycle with someone or by yourself, you know there's not a lot of room to pack. So you learn to pack less, you learn to be more of a minimalist, and you learn to only take with you what you need. So that adventure for about a 9-year period, 8 or 9 year period, over 115,000 miles, taught me to pack small, travel light, and be a minimalist. So downsized my housing by learning. I did motorcycle travel, and then I actively decided in my mind just to dwell on the things that I really wanted to do. So ultimately it came down to these 4 things. Number 1, motorcycling. I enjoyed it and I wanted to do it. Number 2, travel. I wanted to go see the world. Number 3, working out. I wanted to lift weights and get stronger and stay in shape. And number 4 was friends and family. I know that's actually 4 and 5, but I combine them into 1 because that's basically relationships, and that's what I found most important. So those 4 things directed my life for a long time. Now, obviously I still had to work, but work was a given. So when I was working, I would give it 110%, and then those would be the focal points of my life. I minimized the things that I did. I got rid of multiple hobbies. I didn't fish. I didn't golf. I didn't play pool. I didn't go bowling. I rode motorcycles. When I wasn't doing that, I was traveling. When I wasn't doing that, I lifted weights. And when I wasn't doing that, I was with friends and family. And if I wasn't doing that, then I was at work because you got to make money. So that's what I did. Now, I suggest you pick 4 things, 4 areas, and you say, these are what I'm going to have in my life. This is what I'm going to focus on. If you do that, you'll be able to simplify down and get rid of things. If you don't need to fish and golf and bowl and ride motorcycles, you can sell the fishing rods, you can sell the golf clubs. That will give you more time with your wife, more time with your husband or kids, or more time for your other activities. Or maybe you want to make more money, so it'll give you more time to work. There's only so much time and there's only so many resources in the day. Yes, we can get up early, we can stay late, we can hire an assistant, we can do things to maximize, known as force multipliers. But it is impossible to create more time. We can only manage it better. Just like you can't create money. You can go out and get money from somebody who already has it, but you cannot create it. So, downsize my dwelling, and I picked 4 things that I wanted to do in life and simplify down to those 4 things. That's where it got really exciting. By doing that, I got better at the things I was doing. I was able to push farther. Like I said, riding a motorcycle to Alaska and traveling farther, meeting new people, opened my eyes to new ideas. And then the next chapter unfolded. So once that next chapter unfolded, things might have changed. I had new skills, I had new ideas, I had new goals. But it always came back to keeping things simple. So living a simple life for me has allowed me to have better relationships and focus longer and harder on the few things that matter most. And if we're honest with ourselves, right? If we're really honest with ourselves, things don't matter nearly as much as we think they do. Somebody somewhere will take care of most everything. Now you can't not take care of your main responsibilities, but somebody's going to take care of the little things. So if we stop fretting, simplify our lives, we'll have enough time and resources for everything. So fast forward, now I'm living the Airstream life. Now I have my spaceship and I'm really attempting to simplify. My goal now is to continue simplifying life and focusing harder on the things that matter. And I'm doing that by getting rid of excess. I'm getting that by minimizing distractions. I'm doing that by limiting who I spend time with. I only have so much time and I'm limiting who I spend time with so I can give the people that I care about and the people that I interact with 110%. So my life is pretty simple. My life is good. I'm very thankful. I feel blessed. I want you to do this. If you've watched this video this long, I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for watching. I know it's imperative that we simplify our life, but if you've watched the video this long, please leave a comment below and let us know one thing that you've done to simplify your life, or one thing you think you're going to do or apply. If you say, I'm going to sell extra stuff in the garage, I'm going to get rid of a hobby, I'm going to sell one of my kids, whatever you're going to do, let us know in the comments below, because I'm always looking for ideas of how to simplify. So there you have it. That's how I did it. There's my backstory of how I got here. And now that I am here, I'm keeping everything as simple as possible. I'm living every hour, every minute, every day in the present. I'm not worried about the past. I'm not worried about the future. I'm focused on right now. And I got here by simplifying. And I got here by listening and realizing that more and more stuff is not the answer. The answer is living a good, simple life for me. Now, I like to work hard. I like to work long hours. I like to do things all the way. But I like to keep it simple. If we boil things down to what actually matters, we'll realize that it's only a handful of things. You probably have a handful of friends. You probably have a handful of activities that makes you money. Focus on those things, multiply them, do them 5 times, 10 times more, and watch what happens in your life, right? The most important thing is keeping it simple. KISS, keep it super simple. Live by that, watch what happens. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you tagging along on my adventures. I've got more videos coming up. If you're not subscribed and you would like to, feel free to follow along. I'll be on the road soon. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for watching this video and have a great day.